That's better. Oh, I look dark as heck. Is that a tan? Hi, baby. I really like this shirt.
Thank you.
I saw it in your closet because I hung it up for you. And I was like, man, this is really creative. I can't wait to see what show he wears it to. And I thought you were going to wear it on stage. But you blessed us with it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What thoughts are you channeling when you see it?
I've never thought that far.
You just like the colors?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love it. We're kind of coordinated. Welcome to episode number 120 of the Marriage Go Round podcast with your real life married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT, where we talk about dating, marriage, and fun, crazy, wild relationship memes from our own monogamish point of view. Take a deep breath, center ourselves, get up in here. And if you don't know, we just started a new YouTube page just for these long, full episodes. It's all one word, the @ Marriage Go Round. So we'll start to upload the already been live versions, what's that called? Pre-recorded versions of the show over there at Marriage Go Round, all one word, no spaces. And the clips will be at Marriage Go Round Shorts. Made it easy for you, no spaces, no underscores. How have you been?
Great. How's everything?
Everything is fantastic. It's kind of warm in here. You didn't turn the air on?
No, I didn't turn the air on.
I'm hot. Yeah, you not hot?
You should turn the air on.
You not hot?
Nope.
Let me go get one of these funeral fans. I'll be right back.
Or just turn the air on.
It's so far, baby. But shout out to my auntie Billy. Oh, I think we're good. So, I'm going to play the theme songs. It's a new month. It's October 1st. And he is not obligated to sing the theme song live today. And I'm going to give him a break. But I'll shout out the person who left the very first comment in here before we got in this live. It's from Jordan Taylor, also known as Jote, named by CT. It says, this show illustrates that true strength comes from supporting each other, proving that when we share hope, compassion, and kindness, he put some commas, we build a community where everyone feels valued and loved. I don't know what show he's watching, but I appreciate the positivity from Jordan all the time. Thank you so much, Latasha, for being here. Also, I got a Cash App before the show even started.
So did I. I want to say mine first.
Oh, it seemed like you weren't going to say that.
My guy Trip. Appreciate you, brother. Y'all are doing your thing. You're doing good work.
And you all know that when you sow seeds onto this show, if you send it to him at $ Team CT Entertainment, all spelled out, all one word, you're sowing into the seeds of his other podcasts. So thank you for helping him pay for the clips.
Appreciate it.
And the producers and the studio space for his other podcasts. If you send anything over here, you help with the Marriage Go Round podcast. And so thank you also to Guy Tripp. He sent $25 and it says for studio and snacks, don't bite your finger. Thank you, Guy Tripp, also known as Domingo Tripp. Also, his wife is, supporting the show. I'm sure this is a joint account or something. So thank you both, Francis and Guy Tripp. The Tripps living in Hawaii. Thank you. These kisses are just for y'all. Appreciate you. And his comment is right here. It says, I got some tea for today, LOL. I was hoping you'd be here today. You know what? At this point, we're here for you, Guy Tripp. Come on in and get with some tea. When a guy says he's got some tea,
that's crazy.
That is hilarious. Okay, I'm going to go turn the air on. You want to do this thermostat or that thermostat?
Whatever you
want. Which one reaches here?
I would say go downstairs.
All right. You entertain the people.
Hello, people. Finally, the time we all been waiting for. Isaac Woodruff, my guy, Marriage Go Round. Happy MGR. Looking forward to another great show. Jazzy Pande Gaza. How do you even pronounce that? Latasha Lux, appreciate you, baby girl. Tanjareen says, feel free to buy stars if you're enjoying this broadcast. Love that. Now they're definitely matching. Emperor Kev. Hello, Tanjareen CT. Hello.
Hi, Emperor Kev.
Let's see, we got Sweets in the building.
Sweet.
What up? We just had an incredible movie night in CT Cinema on the Patreon. So if you guys are a part of that, you guys can join that. Planet Azalea. What up, dog? AMI Scots. Patrice, the top is cute. That's exactly how she wrote that. Chilla Sweets, you know what I'm talking about? Right, Jordan Taylor. King James, I appreciate you, man. I have not been on my proper facilities and faculties and all of that stuff, but I shall return shortly. But I appreciate seeing what you see. So here's the beautiful thing.
What you about to talk about? I'm listening. You're doing great. Here's the beautiful thing. I'm listening.
Yeah, it was it. Here's the beautiful thing. There you go.
Good job. That's how you stay around. And I got one of my good fans. I like to thank Beyonce. So, how was your week? Oh, wait. Theme song. Come on in, share this live, and give people a thumbs up while he tells me how his week was.
I told you already.
Are you ready for the theme song? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Marriage go round.
Marriage go round. Tanjareen and CT's marriage go round. Cause it's married things and things are rock. Married things and things are rock. The real relationship podcast.
Blocka, blocka, blocka.
Pew, 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 pew. Boop, 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 boop. Pew, 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 pew. What's the matter, baby?
It gets longer every time you do it.
Pew, 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 pew. This is the remix. Pew, 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 pew. Braka, braka. Yeah. You're so amazing.
I'm a good co-host.
You're a great co-host. You remember when CT's hair was a little afro like this, you guys? And now look at it. Look at it. That's shrinkage because it's probably to there.
Well, it's fine where it is. It's already.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I appreciate that compliment. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That fro was something. It was my fro never really did what I needed it to do. It did one day. One day, it was loud and big and like boisterous, and then 30 minutes later, it fell flat because of the heat, and I was like, it's time to lock this.
Welcome to women's world. That's how we feel. We leave the house one way, and then that heat, that steam, the weather, a party that's crowded, all of that changes how we thought we was looking. Z-Dog said, CT looking like the big black DEI hire that someone got cut from the Barbie movie for being too handsome. Hey.
That's hilarious.
This is a Barbie shirt, now that you said that.
I can see that.
That's perfect, babe. That is a perfect description, Z-Dog. Easter fresh. Okay, Jigga J. What's up, Jigga J? That's your guy from
That's
CTC.
my guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He says you're Easter fresh. Thanks for coming on in. Give us an update on how things are going with your young lady, Jigga J. Mike Larry, what's up? He said that shirt only you can pull off, bro. I would look wild ass.
You know what's funny? First of all, thank you, everyone who said the comments about the shirt. I think a lot of the things that I wear are things that only I could pull off, like with just sheer confidence, because I have these extremely dope orange shoes.
Yes.
And I wore them on the road last week. And I get on stage, they're like stage shoes or like event shoes. You know what I mean? You don't just wear them just to wear them. And everyone was like, yo, those shoes made a statement, right? But I asked my boy, I hit Tahira the night before I packed. I said, hey, man, I'm about to wear these shoes. Should I wear these shoes or these shoes? And with this outfit? And he was like, because you're funny, you could pull off those shoes with this outfit. And I was like, thank you. And boy, was he right, because I demolished when I was in Lake Charles is what they call it.
And I think because those shoes can also be extremely distracting.
Yeah.
So that's what he meant by that, because it's just like when they tell a boxer, if you wear bright colored shoelaces, you might accidentally have the opponent looking down in their peripheral, and then you can catch them slipping because something is distracting them. And so you don't want to distract when you're on stage with something that's like a big logo or bright colors, but because he's funny, they're gonna pay attention. So
yeah,
I'm glad he gave you that advice.
That was fresh too. Those aren't the last of those shoes.
I can't wait to see them because they're Tanjareen shoes, of course. Z-Dog says, Tanjareen, you're beautiful as always. This is for you. Is it a safety pin?
Oh, that's a safety pin for your top. That's classic.
Oh, thank you so much. Let's put it together.
Domingo Tripp says that shirt is taking Bonita to a whole level. CT looks like he just changed professions, and today is the day. I'm jealous.
Oh, that's really funny.
That's
also, I asked Jigga J, who came in last week, told us that he's new at relationships, so he's not somebody that can give us advice. We want to know how things are going. He says, we beefing right now. Maybe next week. Well, that's the point. That's when you come in. You talk us through it. We help you know what to say, what to do, brother. That's the point of the show. We help each other. So, Tanjareen is breathtaking today, with all due respect. I appreciate that, Guy Tripp. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
As soon as your boy come in, it's going to be crazy.
Who, Devontae?
Mm-hmm. Autumn Reed says, sure, looking like it comes with a smoothie, an Avon booklet, and a good customer service job.
Definitely a smoothie. This is definitely you shop at Gelson's or Irwin.
I love it.
I love it. So I want to brag on my baby because he shot some more of one of his shows today, recorded some more stuff.
Yeah.
So the new season, you guys will be blessed to hear him in various ways, and I guess he'll share when he's ready to share.
You know, did 2 characters today. First character is the beloved, you know, the one that I was blessed with last season, and another one was like a monster truck rally-ish sounding voice, like a radio commercial dude. But I think I'm going to drop it on the Patreon and maybe subscribers from my Instagram, just some behind-the-scenes stuff.
Okay. Which is highly illegal to be released before the show comes out, so make sure y'all keep that, you know, between yourselves.
I'm not going to drop it then.
No, that's what it's for. Just don't tell anybody, you guys. Don't tell anybody. What did Latasha say? I'm trying to move on with the show, but Z-Dog says, I hate that you have to hit it twice now. Dang it, Latasha, you can't say that on the internet. Globes, shiny, glistening globes. Okay, I guess she said something about the globes. Oh, my bad, Z-Dog. All right, we got a question from the Discord. You guys, we both have Discords, and mine has, you know, we both have rooms, many rooms. One of my rooms is Marriage Go Round. We had a question from, not Latasha, we had a question from Ashley. She said this last week. She said, question for next episode. What does being loved properly look or feel like to you? So the question so far, Marriage Go Round, episode 120. What does loved properly look like and feel like to you? Let us know in the comments. I think obviously the answer varies depending on who it is, because everybody has different love languages and everybody's had a different history. So something as little as somebody bringing you home some chicken wings when you never had anybody look out for you might be like, oh my God, he loves me. And he probably does. But I think love feels good. If you're with a person that is constantly putting you down or constantly making you feel like you're not thin enough or thick enough or short or tall enough or pretty enough or interesting enough, and you feel like this every time you're finished dealing with them, that's not love. They could have made you your woman or your man, but that's not love. What you got to add?
I would say being loved properly to me feels like an ice cold Pepsi at the end of a long, hard, hot day.
He loves Pepsi, by the way.
Right? So after you've been out in the world and you've been through traffic or you've been to work or you've been working around people or you've been talking to people all day and you're just not overwhelmed, but you're spent. You are done peopling for the day and you've paid bills. Today's the first. Shout out to y'all for having the energy to be with us right now. And then you come into the house, you sit down. As soon as you sit down, you get presented with an ice cold Pepsi. You take a sip, and just like the commercial, you say, that's what being loved properly is. Being loved properly is not somebody bringing you the Pepsi. It's the feeling that you get when you're not stressed with that person. Yeah.
Interesting example. Should I order some Pepsis?
You should always order some Pepsis.
Okay.
I don't know why you haven't in 18 years. They get longer and longer.
I do bring them in the house. I bring them in by the case, but then there's times where you're like, now we're going to take a break. You weren't drinking Pepsi until Thanksgiving.
You told me I was not drinking Pepsi.
And you said, okay. And you got like a week and a half in.
I got about 4 days in.
Okay.
Pepsi
I was trying to give you
hold on me. Pepsi got a hold on me. Pepsi got a hold on me. Pepsi got a hold on me. Let me go, Pepsi. Let me go, Pepsi. Let Pepsi got a hold on me.
We definitely need to find you a brand deal with that.
Pepsi, let me tell you how good Pepsi is. There are very few things that bring me joy, right? Like people bring me joy, things that I do in certain moods brings me joy. But Pepsi has not ever let me down. I have not ever once in my life drank a Pepsi and been like, that was a bad decision. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a great testimony.
The only time I've ever felt like, is when I might have caught a Pepsi that was a little flat. And even then, it was like, this is still better than Coke.
And there are people that can tell the difference. And to me, Pepsi is sweeter and softer than and Coke is more harsh and like I don't know. But yeah, he's definitely a Pepsi guy. CT has an amazing voice, Jordan Taylor says. Fire
Pepsi
emojis.
got a hold on me.
Zenox says somebody clip that. Essel says Pepsi board members about to cop CT commercial ideas. Better write it down just in case. Hey man, y'all saw it first. So if they do it, you already know this is time stamped. Y'all know it came from us.
Just make sure you put how to follow the video, the page at the end of the video visually, because
people don't
this
read.
is definitely gonna get clipped. I mean, also I just noticed from my own clips that might hit that people don't tag me in. It has my information at the end of the clip. Like shout out to Martin Lawrence. I just happened to go to his Facebook page yesterday and saw he reposted one of the clips where I was talking about thin line between 11 and 8.
Yeah, I love it.
And I was like, oh, nice. And I was looking for the tag and I didn't see the tag. And I'm like, I went to the end of the video, saw that. And I'm like, well, that's all that matters.
Excellent. Glad you did that.
It's not like Snoop. Like Snoop be reposting videos and don't tag him.
Snoop is hilarious because he knows how. There's every now and then he will tag somebody. So I'm like, oh, you know how to tag. But you just be stealing stuff off the internet and posting it like it's yours and don't give nobody credit. So first, Chris would be in the comments like, hey guys, that's my video. Please follow me. Thanks for posting, please follow me. I'm like,
he got me like that before. I was like, Snoop.
He does not care.
Snoop. Tag me.
What does this say? Yeah, they could. Latasha said she could definitely tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke. Autumn Reed, going to read that for me while I pull up.
Stress-free-ish, respectful of limitations, rules, and boundaries, and willing to take vacation time/sick leave from work and drop everything else because he sent that come get this D text. Hey yo, this is incredible. I respect that. Is this Big Meech? Big Meech, hey Tanjareen, yo CT, how's y'all day?
Hi.
I told you I got a chance to meet Big Meech in person. I can't remember what city that was. Pittsburgh, maybe.
Oh, nice.
I think that was that. But yeah, he was like, I can finally explain this to Big Meech. So Big Meech, he's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be at the show. This is one of the shows I was doing with Desi. And I was like, cool, man. Week goes by. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm at the show. Performance was cool, but I just wasn't having a great moment in time. And I'm gonna tell you why. So, well, let me just say the reason why before I even say how I met Big Meech.
Okay.
So there is she's not a member of Team CT, but she was my first fan, like back in 2008, before anything cracked off for me, really. And I had never got a chance to meet her. So she lives in Florida. I was going to be in Pittsburgh or wherever that was, Big Meech, whatever city that is. No disrespect to your city. It's just all these cities started to run together. So,
we get it.
So she's like, yo, I'm going to come to this city I'm going to be up there for the weekend. I'm going to come to the show. I was like, perfect. So coming towards the time, she's like, yeah, I'm going to be with my friend. So hopefully she wants to stay and kick it after. And I'm like, I don't really care about the friend. Like you said you're coming up from Florida to this city to come to the show. And we finally get a chance to meet and hang out. And then she was like, yeah. So I'm like, I don't want your friend to dictate us being able to hang out. Like this is the first time we get the chance to connect in 18 years. So she's like, yeah, I get that. And at this moment, because this is on Instagram FaceTime. So at this moment, I hear her friend say, and if I don't feel like coming, I ain't coming. And I was like, what? You got your friend hearing this conversation in the background?
No.
And she's like, no, it's not like that. And just like trying to be a peacekeeper between us. But I was like, the friend was disrespectful. Fast forward I get off stage and I see a DM saying, "Hey, we're here," and I'm like, "Ugh!" And at that moment, Big Meech comes up and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?
Having no idea.
You know who I am?" And I was like, "Yes, I know who you are. What are you talking about, Big Meech?" And I was happy to see Big Meech. Hugged him. We took a picture and everything. But I was thrown off because of her energy. So you leave, and then she and her friend comes up. I have no energy for them. None of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Actually, I met her once in 2018 on one of the Martin dates. So I hadn't seen her since then, but before that, never. So the friend is with her, and I was just so annoyed that her friend was there, and her friend had that energy, like, "Yeah, I don't really want to be here," and it was just like, oh. So yeah, that's the story.
Thank you for that. And was there a lesson?
The lesson is Big Meech is light skinned, and sometimes light skinned people do bring up the brightness in your day.
Aww. Look at that. I did not see that lesson coming, but thank you for taking us down that lane.
Talk to somebody light skinned in your life, people. Get a friend, a cousin, a co-worker. They might bring some literal light into your life for a second.
We can do it too, sisters. We can do it too. Don't worry. Pittsburgh, he says.
Pittsburgh.
What does love look like and feel like? Z-Dog says, love looks like everything we see rappers doing on IG for the nice woman they cheat on.
Love looks like
that's facts.
Everything we see rappers doing on IG for the nice women they cheat on. I don't understand. Like they do nice stuff for the women they cheat on?
Yeah, they're main when they messed up.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They're really sweet. So
hey, I got baby, you know what I'm saying, 8,000 roses. You know what I mean? I wanted to buy her 8 houses and cooking classes because she always wanted to be a chef. Oh, I get it.
Yes, probably because they just left the clinic with the side chick.
That makes sense.
Take care of some mistakes.
Gotta take care of them mistakes.
Yeah. Don't say gotta take care.
You gotta take care of them mistakes.
Amos Dark as can be over the Netherlands said, great lesson learned with the dark fist emojis. All right, just cuz in the building, he must have said something, but let me read something from, last night, because I didn't say what I've been up to.
Last night.
Herb, the entertainment specialist, is like the promoter in LA, has been for the last few decades, and he had his annual Everybody Loves Herb birthday party. And we both went to it.
Everybody Loves Herb. Separately
in Hollywood, and it was a great time. All of, Black Hollywood shows up for Herb. It's a comedy show with an after party, and Cedric the Entertainer was there. He performed. JB Smooth, Dion Cole, one of the writers and performers on the show The Neighborhood, Jay Phillips, Ron G, Kente Scott. It was a great time. It was packed. It was really, really fun. So it's funny because people always see me and say, "Where's CT?" And I go, "Oh, we don't go out at the same time to the same events. We take turns. I don't know if there's any other couples that do that. If we don't really feel like leaving the house, I'll be like, you go represent that event for us. I'll go to the barbecue tomorrow because I know you don't really want to be out in the daytime." So. And
sometimes she'll go to something and she'll be like, "Yo, you want to go?" And I'm like, "Nah."
Which is perfect because that's really what I mean. I'm representing for us. Because you usually say no, and then I don't have what you don't give me the story of what to say where you are.
You know what I don't like? I don't like when people bother couples about where their spouse is because you're not just one identity. Y'all are still people. So it's like, hey, just appreciate that she's there or appreciate that I'm there. Because rarely do we go out and people be like, "Hey, where's Tanjareen?" And then I'm like, "Oh, right there." And they'll be like, "Oh, that's what's up. Hey, Tanjareen," and walk away. So what was the point of you even asking is if y'all had some serious business to discuss?
Just wanted you to know they remembered that you had a wife named Tanjareen, I guess.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
I do, always.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I performed Monday night at the Hollywood Improv. Shout out to D-Ray Davis. D-Ray Davis is a legend, a scholar and a gentleman.
Yes, we love him.
So after the show, people are coming up, giving me the, "Hey, you were funny," that stuff. And then one girl comes up and she's like, "Hey, you're really funny. I think I follow you." This guy comes up. You've seen him before. I've seen him before. He's special.
Special needs?
So he comes up, literally, as she finishes her sentence, "Hey, CT, how's your wife?" And I was like, she good. "Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, man,
Dang.
I'm actually talking right now. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. I just see that you wasn't talking to your wife. Well,
Dang.
Good luck with your side chick. And he starts walking off. The girl is like, what's that about?
Wow.
I said, he's special. He's also older. He's an older, special dude. And I knew that he was special. So I'm imploring,
I think I know who it was.
a different level of patience, right? Because if this is not a special person, hands, right? So she finishes up, find out she actually doesn't follow me on IG. Because I'm like, oh, what's your IG? I go to her IG, cute girl, not follow me. So I don't follow her. I continue with the rest of my evening. As I come outside, I'm dapping up the comedians. And dude comes up, hey, CZ, let's take a picture. I said, hey, man, we're not taking a picture, dude. What was that? Oh, yeah, I was just saying, I knew that wasn't your wife. I was like, hey, man, I don't care. He was like, yeah, I've seen you talk to people, and if I don't see Tanjareen, I'm just assuming that this is like a side chick. I say,
dang, that's so funny.
I say, or they're just women that I know. I say, man, don't ever do that again. Because it's one thing for me to be like, these women don't deserve this, especially I'm not dealing with these women. So he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I never meant to disrespect you. And that's something that I love about special people. Accountability and hopefully change behavior, but genuine accountability and ownership of what happens, because they don't lead with ill intent. And, most of them. And I was just like, and I told Andre Bailey, Andre Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, if he wasn't special, that would have been, but I was like, you know what? It wouldn't even been a fight, because hopefully someone him wouldn't have done something like that.
Non-him is hilarious. Callie Grown says, nah, that spear would have been wild. So, yeah. But I do know people that are on the spectrum are very honest, and they do know how to take accountability. I don't necessarily always see the changed behavior right away. They might do the same mistake later. But
like he's done it before, so I was like, hey, man, I need to talk to you.
So sweet. I think I know who you're talking about.
Dark-skinned dude, short. I was like, yeah, what's up? Like, are you on her payroll, first of all?
I appreciate you, bro. Good looking now.
Wow.
Yeah, he shows up to my stuff. I love it. I just thought this might have been the side chick. That's funny because you hadn't told me that. Jarrell Weeks says, are y'all in an open marriage? No disrespect intended. Just curious. Did you not hear the whole spiel about the show? Let me start over. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 120 of the Marriage Go Round podcast with your real live married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT. On this podcast, we talk about dating, marriage, and funny relationship memes from our own monogamish point of view. So if you'd like to be a guest on today's episode, click the link in the description under the video you're watching on YouTube and come on into the green room and we could let you be a part of the show. We have somebody in here waiting to speak to us, and I'll read a couple memes before we get to them and then we will move on. I hope that answers your question. Michael Martin's back, the one who was talking about boobies. Can I make that a clip?
What?
When Michael Martin was saying something and then you start talking about his mother. He wanted to see her breasts.
I completely forgot about that.
Okay, great. My dog CT and cousin Tanjareen. What's up, cousin? Because we got the same last name from before I got married. Asking that after 120 episodes is wild. I know. Jarrell has watched so many of these episodes, Autumn Reed. But today, he had a question. Okay, so let me get to a meme. This one, I forgot what page I got that one on, so I have to go to the Old Faithful page real quick.
I'll tell you this, Jarrell, if you're in a relationship, I don't know who makes more money, but if you do not, she's also in a monogamous relationship.
Woo! Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, whoever the breadwinner is, the other person doesn't know they're in a monogamous relationship. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he asked a question like that because let me give you my full thought process.
Okay.
So a lot of times, especially with Black people, we always be like, oh, couldn't be me. Hey, I would never, all of that. And I was saying, beyond that thought, a dude be in a relationship and you ain't making them ends meet or providing what she needs or wants, and she's dealing with somebody else.
Okay. And I've said that before. I strongly feel that men cheat if they get the opportunity. Like Chris Rock said, it's just, that's what it is. But women do it if there's something missing. So if she's really into money and you're not making enough, she might go for somebody who is making more.
Or if she's not into money, if she's into, oh my God, I love plants and you never buy me plants. And then the dude that's the florist is getting them draws while you paying all the bills.
It's a dude on a bicycle that plays the really loud music as he rides by. Can y'all hear that? That's a guy on a bike. Anyways, if you are not touching her enough and giving her enough physical attention and she really, really needs that, or if you're really, really small or unsatisfactory in bed, she go find somebody who does satisfy her in bed. So yeah, there's that. Just try to please your ladies and you'll keep them home. So is something really missing, or are women just really ungrateful?
Really ungrateful, for sure. Ooh. If I got to think about it, ungrateful. This is how I look at it. Remember when you were a kid, and whichever parent did this for you, your parents, let's just say mom and dad, because I know a lot of people have both, or you grew up one or the other. Let's say mom and dad spent everything for you to go to every type of event that you wanted as a kid. They had the money to pay for the pictures. They spent time with you. They took you to the movies. They fed you. They clothed you. They took you to baseball games. They took you to ballet, or whatever the case may be. They do all these things to shape who you are as a person. And then the moment you become an adult, you end up talking to them less and less and less. Ungrateful. They just gave you everything.
So that's good. Also, how often can you talk to a parent once you become grown, have your own family, and move to another state? Because you're used to being in their house, seeing them all the time, to then moving down the street when you start school maybe, or moving to another state and coming back for holidays. But my grandmother used to, every time my mom would go visit her, she would stay for so many hours and leave. My grandmother would always say, you're not here long enough. She could never stay long enough. It's like my mom loves her mother, obviously, but you can't ever stay long enough with your parents because you're their heartbeat outside of their body.
And you know why that is? It's because of time. And I said this, I was able to see this with my father before he passed away. My father worked all the time. And when I was a kid, I was trying to hang with my dad all the time. Like, hey man, let's da 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 da. And he's like, all right, I gotta work. And it's like, all right. So he's busy taking care of us. And then as I became an elder teenager, he started to have a little bit more time. And he was like, yo, like when I was spending the summers down there with him, he was like, yo, why don't you stay in the house one day? And I'm like, for what? Like, you gotta work, right? Like, we ain't gonna get to hang out, so I might as well go do what I want to do. And the thing is, your parents missed the time that they missed because they were getting that bread. So when they get older, they have the time, and now you don't have it. And now
you don't have it, and that's the cycle of life.
That's the cycle. So that's the thing in a different reference of love in a relationship. It's like you've given. It might not be their love language, but you've given, but they don't see that as that. So they're like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm doing this. To what Tanjareen was saying.
Good point. I just got a Cash App, so I want to thank this person. Oh my goodness, it's from
Autumn Reed.
$35, and it says for Marriage Go Round support. Thank you, Autumn Reed. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sewing. No, you don't need to check yours. She didn't tell you to check yours. You fine. I'm sure she sent you something. Emperor Kev had a comment that I need to find.
What he said?
But I don't know because. Please copy and paste it so I can see it, you guys. Michael Martin says, oh yeah, CT, we having a family reunion out in Cali. We need Tanjareen to come through. You could stay because I heard you was looking at my mama and that ain't the business, but my cousin Tanjareen is invited. Oh yeah, no disrespect. That is really cute. No disrespect, CT. Michael Martin, you are a hoot. Thank you for that. Where did you say? You're on the East Coast, right, Michael? You are too much. Great observation, CT. Amos says.
Amos Scott.
Kevin said,
hey, Autumn Reed blessed me as well and says, pay them podcast bills. You're absolutely right. These podcasts are not cheap.
There you go.
They're not returning on an investment.
They do it another way, baby. Mm-hmm. Emperor Kev's question, thank you, Latasha, for retyping it for me. Emperor Kev wants to know what to do if on a first date she brings her 2 kids with her. I got to think of this from a male point of view, so I'm going to let you answer first. Bless you. What do you do if you're on a first date and she brings her 2 kids with her?
Has this been talked about, Latasha, or has this you springing them kids on me?
This is Kev's question. She's just retyped it because we missed it.
Oh, Kev, is this
Emperor
her
Kev.
springing these kids, or this is her saying, "Yo, I don't have a babysitter. If you want to kick it with me, I got to bring my kids." Now, if that's the case, I remember being a child and my mom going on dates with a couple of guys, and I went with her, and I was like, "Why am I? Who's this guy?" You know what I mean? But
yeah,
she's
kid would be like, "Why am I doing this?" But then you don't realize this is how you're eating tonight.
Yeah, like he wanted to take her out, so she took me out with her, and we all got something to eat. I would say, as a man, it all depends on how fine she is. That's what it all boils down to.
Okay.
If she's not bad and you brought your kids, it's like, baby girl, I didn't want to bring you. You said I gotta get you something to eat to get the draws, and you got the audacity to bring your kids. You could have asked me.
So if she's fine, the kids are okay being there. You're gonna pay for them to eat.
Listen, if she's fine, anything goes. We all know that. When girls are fine, whatever she wants. If she's mid, I wish you would think you could bring your kids out. I'm like, hey, y'all enjoy yourself. How dare you?
Okay. Michael Martin says 2 kids, laughing emojis. It depends on how thick she is. If she's thick,
see, the exact same thing.
It's all good. Now what's the opposite? If she's not attractive, but you must have been enough attractive to ask her out.
I just told you.
So
you said I gotta get you some chicken tenders. I gotta get
say that to her.
No, what I'm saying is the girl, there are some women who might not be bad, but it's like, yeah, I mean, can I at least get a Pepsi? Can I at least get something to eat before you try to just come over? And you're like, all right, let's go to the Olive Garden. And then she brings some kids. You're like, hey, you're doing way too much.
You say that to her?
Oh yeah, you say anything you want to a girl that's not bad. This is true.
I feel terrible.
Why?
I feel terrible.
If she not bad, you gotta watch your mouth. You're like, oh man, I'm so sorry that I spoke. Excuse my French. I'm over here cursing in the presence of a lady, and that's why it breaks dudes' hearts when you see that super fine girl and she's a rat. Like she just pull up with 3 Modelo's and a Budweiser. You're like, oh my God, I didn't know that you were this type of girl. I had you on this pedestal, and you over here need to be on the step stool.
Autumn Reed says, cancel the dinner reservation and take them to a taco truck and sneak the outside food into a McDonald's play place. Okay, way to pivot.
Crazy.
Way to pivot. I love that. Speaking of women and doing unexpected things, one of my relatives, he has some money. He likes to travel. He goes and watches his favorite teams play in various countries, states, whatever he has to do. He just likes to have fun. And he does not like dating women of color. Well, I won't say women of color, Black women. He is usually with an other. So he said that this last trip, he took a sister. And he was like, and I'm so sick of when I show up, all the other fans of the team are like, oh, you finally got a girl, a Black girl. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He said, because they always let him down. I said, well, what happened this time? He said, why is it that Black women think you're supposed to pay for everything? And he's like, my spicy Latinas don't think that. My Asian chicks don't think that. My white girls don't think that. They'll chip in. They'll help with the hotel. They'll help with the food. And I said, I know that could be true for a lot of Black women, but I know there's Black women who are super down, who will chip in. He was like, well, I've tried it with at least 4 or 5, and they always want you to pay everything. And I said, well, let me get this straight. You're inviting them on a trip. We know that if you invite us on a trip, that's kind of like you expect to smash. And for that smash, you bought the ticket, you rented the room, and we're going to have to eat while I'm there. So to a sister, or I thought to all women, we're just like, okay, if I say yes, I have to be prepared for him to try to smash. And I have a right to say no, obviously, but I'm in that situation. We're sharing a room. And he's like, yeah, but I don't have to pay for everything. And I'm like, I think as a sister, we're expecting you to pay. And he's like, that's the problem. So tell me if I'm tripping. Meanwhile, I said, well, let me see what the sisters look like. Let me see what you're talking about. So he sends me a picture of the most recent one. She has on a rainbow colored wig.
It's a wrap.
She's my color. The filter is doing all the things to make her a little lighter than what I know she is.
It's a wrap.
And she's tatted up. Then he sends me a picture of her laying in a bed with her thong showing. She's on her stomach and the thong is showing in her little lingerie or whatever, and also filtered.
No dice.
Then another girl that he tried this with, another colored wig, tatted up. And I said, sir, maybe it's the type of woman you're choosing to take on these trips.
Maybe.
These women don't look like somebody who wants to chip in. These ladies look like they have kids and they need help.
They ain't got no money? Show me the pictures.
I'm gonna see if I can see it from this phone. But y'all let me know, have you noticed that it's a racial thing when a man takes a woman on a trip? Sisters don't want to chip in to pay for anything, but the other races do. Is that a stereotype or no?
It is a stereotype.
Okay.
It's not an unpopular one though. I will say it's very popular. It kind of, and I hate to sound like this guy, but the truth is, it's about the type of woman in general that you're dealing with. I always praise Black women because I've majority dated Black women my entire life.
Thank you.
And about 90% of Black women that I've dated have all been the types of Black women that are either A, paying for the date without even asking me to pay for anything. They are contributing to the date if I'm paying for something, or offering to add to the bill. Never are they standing there with their hands looking like cups. All right. With that said, I've only went out with one Mexican woman, and she was the exact same way. Like, she tried to pay for everything and contributed all of that.
I feel like they're really like that. They're really helpful too.
They're very helpful. So I think it's more so about the type of woman that you're dating compared to trying to group these women in. Now, with that said, just off your description of these women, I knew they weren't coming out of nothing. These are the same type of Black women that are going to be like, yeah, they said they was giving free shirts out. Yeah, man, you gotta buy a smoothie first. Why I gotta buy a smoothie? It said free shirt. Like, no, we come across them, and it's not just Black. I'm just speaking to this particular situation. So let's see the pictures.
Okay, before I show you the pictures, let me read some of these comments.
Also, I love that you advocate for chocolate women, because we love chocolate women here. We love all shades of women. However, I can bet you my last dollar that both of these girls are dark. Only because the way you described them. You described them with such disdain.
But why would I do that when I'm a melanated queen myself?
I can't wait to see the pictures. I cannot wait.
And the reason I wanted to ask him for pictures is because I was like, these don't seem like, because I got some really sweet homegirls that are like I was when I was dating him, and the people before him, where it's like, okay, he paid for this date, I'm gonna pay for this one, we're gonna go half on this one, or oh, he took me here, we used to rent. I used to rent suites all the time. Like, I'm that person. So I was just like, let me just see what they look like. But let me just see what y'all saying about assuming that there might be some smashing happening when you get flued out. This one says, where's it say right here? King James says, you got to pay for everything if she doesn't like you. Oh, that's how you feel? Okay.
That's true too.
Okay. Z-Dog says, invited on a trip to be a prostitute is a crazy way of thinking, but waking up to head is a decent investment. So you down for it?
Thank you for bringing that up, Z-Dog. If you as a man have invited a woman anywhere, it doesn't have to be a trip, it could be dinner or whatever, always know that you're going to have to pay. If she offers to add anything, cool. That's great that she offered that. But lead with the fact that you know you're covering this situation for her.
If you invited her.
I mean, how awkward is it for you to say, hey, you want to come to dinner? And then the bill comes and you be like, yeah, so you got half? Like, what? You invited me out.
Exactly.
It's the same thing on a trip. Hey, you want to come on this trip? Yeah, I would like to come on this trip. Before you get this ticket, we smash it. Is that okay with you? Yeah, that's cool. Bet. From that point on, we got that on one accord. She's come out, you've paid for the hotel, you done paid for the trip, you done paid for the food. Great. If she says, hey, also, I want to say, here's my contribution to a dinner for you this time. That's great. But don't expect a woman to have to pay half when you invited her in the seemingly all expense paid situation, unless you brought it up before y'all agreed to go together.
And I will say, when I was just his friend for that first 2 years, I know how direct he is when it comes to these types of negotiations. I know that he will directly ask a woman, "Are we gonna smash?"
Are we smashing?
Before I get to your city, we've been playing a lot of phone texting and all that. When I get there, am I gonna get them draws? Or, hey, which one of y'all, in a circle of women, he'll walk up and be like, which one of y'all is smashing? Like, this is the kind of person he was.
I was that guy.
Yes.
However.
And it must have worked because you did it more than once.
I mean, why would you do it more than once if it didn't work?
Exactly.
That's what people don't think about. So my thing is this. I have walked up to groups of women and I will be like, hey, which one of y'all like me? As opposed to who's smashing. Because that's just crazy.
I'm going to try that this weekend. I'm just kidding. So Michael
says, you're out of kidding. You know what I mean?
I'm out of kidding. There's only so many I can get. I've reached my quota.
You can't kid for the next 3 years.
You know what's funny is when I said men just cheat because they can and women cheat because they're lacking something, all the comments were like, oh, yes, I agree. She is ungrateful. She is ungrateful. Nobody said anything about men cheating because it's so expected that nobody had anything to say. And that's wild to me.
Is it wild?
Yes.
Why is that wild? Let me ask you something else. Is the sky being blue out here?
Because that's how natural it is for a man to cheat.
No, it's not about how natural it is for a man to cheat.
That's exactly what you mean.
It's just the fact that certain double standards are in place for a reason.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for this? If we want so much of equality.
I didn't say anything about equality.
You did.
All I said was not anybody blinked an eye when I mentioned that men just cheat just to cheat. Everybody's like, yeah, okay, what else?
All right, let me ask you this.
And water's wet.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Should men hit women?
No.
Okay. Should women be able to just strike a man?
No.
Okay. Should we be allowed to eat whatever foods we want?
No.
Should we be able to be respectful to everybody?
Yes.
Cool. Now that we agree on those things, right? Now we agree on those things. That's how you see the world. It would be wild if you happen to see somebody say, I think every squirrel should be able to talk, right?
Okay, yes.
All right. So you just said water is wet, right?
Yes.
All right. If water was dry, would you want to drink water?
I don't think I would recognize it as water. If
exactly.
It was dry.
And that's my point.
You said all that to say that? And that's why men cheat. Oh my goodness, CT, that was hilarious. If water was dry, would you want to drink it?
You didn't want to drink no dry water?
It's not water if it's dry. Oh my goodness. Michael says, yo, folks tripping. I know a few sisters that be letting me hold that food stamp card. The others be tripping with their stamps, and that's a red flag.
You know a lot of women with stamps. I'm like, all right.
Is that what it's like in Pittsburgh? That is hilarious. Let me see what they had to say about your great answer. Latasha is mind blown. She says, wow, Isaac supporting you for no reason. CT is on fire.
No reason?
Amos says, actually, it's pretty wild. The sky is blue.
You know what I mean? People get it.
Oh, Autumn Reed says, just make sure that it's understood in writing. Wow. That the trip is a gift and not a payment. Ooh, touche. That's how certain individuals are being convicted on prostitution charges.
It's literally trafficking.
It is trafficking, but I tell you, I will not go out of town with somebody without knowing that I want to eventually sleep with them or having that conversation. And I've definitely told somebody, can we please have separate rooms? Because I'm not giving you any. And if we get the separate rooms, we can go. And that's how I've traveled a lot of places.
Wouldn't have.
Thank you, baby, for correcting me. I appreciate that. Essel says,
there's gonna be a lot of correction around.
Before we get this, before we get this ticket, we smashing. It's a crazy thing to say, but I appreciate the transparency.
No. There's a question there. It's not telling somebody before this ticket gets bought. Are you comfortable with having sex? Yes, cool. But also, I've not been the type to be like, yeah, I'm about to get this ticket. Be there at 6 p.m. No. I'd rather you fly yourself somewhere And that way, ain't nobody got no kind of problem.
So then that means the trip is a payment because you're not willing to spend the money on her to get there if she's not agreeing to give you some. So she's got to buy her own ticket.
No. In general, I've been with you for the majority of my adult life. So it's not like, hey, yeah, come get a free trip to Boca Raton. It's like, hey, I got these 4 roommates. Can you get to LA? Oh, you can. I will see you when you get here. But also, no girl had ever stayed with me, even when I had roommates. They'll be like, hey, I'm in town. I'm staying at the such and such. Bad. Be there in 30 minutes.
And it says generalizing about women based on limited personal experiences has to be one of the most common mistakes men make. Folks, if you are just tuning in, we are almost done with episode 120 of the Marriage Go Round podcast.
It flew by.
We are talking about dating, marriage, and funny relationship memes. We haven't even gotten to the memes because I'm talking about my relative. He's a brother who says that when he takes trips and it's a sister that he takes, a black woman, she expects him to pay for everything. Whereas if he takes another ethnic group, they chip in, they offer to pay for things, the food, the hotel, or whatever. I asked to see the picture of these young ladies. And
also, it's wrong for him to say, do you want to go on a trip with me? It's better for him to say, hey, we should plan a trip together. That way, both of y'all can be spending money and it's mutual. But when you present it as, I want to take you on a trip, that signifies no matter what race you are, that you want to pay for everything.
So does it matter if the trip is to go watch a team play a sport?
It's a trip. If
so
I gotta get on a plane,
let's go to this Rams game and it's out of town.
This is out of town.
So it's not a romantic like Sandals resort. It's just like, we're going to this city. We're gonna see this concert, or we're gonna same thing. Okay, got it.
Why are you taking her on a plane anywhere if you're not paying for everything unless you guys have talked about doing this together? Hey, we're both a fan of this team. We should go to the Rams game in LA if we don't live here. Then it's like, oh yeah, we should. How much are tickets? That way the conversation changes. If she's never said to him, oh yeah, how much is the such and such? How much is the such and such? Then she's expecting you to pay, especially if you hadn't brought it up. He's wrong. Be more communicative. Be more open about your intentions. Hey, we should do this together. Now I know it's a team effort. You paid for this dinner. I'm paying for this lunch. You bought drinks first round. I'm buying drinks second round. But to say, I want you to go on this trip with me signifies that you're about to pay for everything. And how dare you look at her because she didn't offer to pay you something?
Okay, I like that. And you were raised by a black woman.
Yeah, but it's not even about that. It's just about being real.
All right.
But in the same token, I wish a chick would have asked me, oh, we should go to such and such. All right, bet. And you know what? A girl tried that one time. She was like, we should go. This one was called Grand Lux Cafe. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
We should go to Grand Lux Cafe. I was like, oh, okay, where's that? She's like, the Beverly Center. We should get drinks. And I was like, oh, well, I don't drink. And then she was like, well, you can get me some drinks still. And I was like, oh, were you inviting me because you wanted me to get you dinner? And she was like, well, yeah, you want to hang out with me? And I was like, can't make it, baby girl.
Because you don't want to spend no money on her.
Not about can't spend no money on her. It's just like, I didn't like that mentality. Mm-hmm. Like, you invite me somewhere just so I can pay for you because you broke.
Yeah.
At least I'm honest about being broke at the time.
Another one person in my life was talking about a stage play that they wanted to go to. And they were like, oh man, the tickets are like $140 to $300 for decent seats. That's pretty expensive. And then in the same conversation, they're like, oh, this guy that's interested in me, we haven't had our first date yet. Maybe I should tell him about the stage play. And I said, well, that's a really expensive first date. If you don't really know the person, you guys should just go get a smoothie, go get a hot tea, coffee date or whatever, go do a hike, do something that doesn't cost him a lot of money. And y'all can just talk and see if you like each other before you ask somebody to take you somewhere that you basically are saying you can't afford to go to. What?
I was about to say her name. Because you remember this one. It starts with an L. This is 2008, top of 2009.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This woman, she was older than me. I was, 22. This woman, I wanted her for a minute. She was just so beautiful and chocolate, and she was tall. And I was like, yo, like we should get together. Let's hang out. And she was like, all right, yeah, okay. I was like, bet. So she texted, I was like, all right, what's the address? And she was staying downtown. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm on my way to come get you. We'll go get some lunch. I come down to get. She's like, "Hey, I gotta switch the address to where we going." I was like, "Going?" So I'm already outside of where she's staying. She comes outside with a suitcase.
Oh.
Can you pop your trunk? I was like, yeah. Pop the trunk. She puts her suitcase in the trunk. We get in the car. She was like, yeah. So I just need to stop at, and she has this address. And I'm like, are you going on a trip or something? She was like, no, I just need to move this to this. So I'm like, you got me driving you on your errands.
She running errands with you, baby.
Compared to us literally kicking it. Had you said, hey, yo, can you just come, because this is before Uber, can you come pick me up and drop me here? I'd have respected it way more.
Right.
Than to put it under the guise of us hanging out. And you don't spring that on me. You springing a suitcase on me. And now when I drop you off from us hanging out, that's what it was. When you drop me off, can you drop me here?
Instead of back at my house.
Instead of back at the apartment. And I was like, I'll tell you what, let me drop you right now. Because I wasn't about to leave her out there stinking. So I took her to the joint that she wanted to end up at. At the end of the day, it might have been some dude's crib. It might have been where she was staying or bouncing couch to couch from because she had her clothes in that bag. Either way, she was too older than me to have not had her life together, in my opinion.
Ugh.
And
tell you what, baby, I'll take you there right now.
Yeah, that turned me off. And over the years, I've seen her age, and she does not look like she has it together.
Ooh, still don't have it together. Reggie Williams said, had you door dashing is wild. That's funny. Had you door dashing. Reggie Williams also said,
what up, Reggie Williams?
Oh, Reggie Williams said, y'all looking wonderful today. Thank you very much, Reggie. And then he said, when you were telling your story, that was 2 minutes of explaining nothing with 3 exclamation points.
Which one of my stories?
Probably when you were telling about men and the water being dry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What I love about Autumn Reed, she always gives us good information. She says, never get flued out without enough money in your bank account to get yourself home.
Because what happens if y'all get in an argument? You don't know who you're dealing with. This could be somebody petty saying, get home on your own. And now you ain't got no money because you thought he was covering everything.
And that's what I say about those women who get flued out to the Middle East and let somebody, urinate on them and do all these things on them because they're going to give them a whole lot of money because it's not a lot of money in their money to them because they're so wealthy. But to us, it's like, ooh, that's going to pay the rent for 2 months kind of money, which is a lot here in LA. But they let all that happen. But it's like, what if you don't make it back safely? What if you end up like...
What if you can't get that smell out your hair?
Being sold... What if you end up being sold to somebody out there and you never come back home? Like, can you afford to find the airport on your own? And
what if his poop is acidic and now you got that spot on your chest forever?
Oh my God, how do you explain that in family portraits? Oh, this is how I paid for your tuition,
girl,
baby.
Your boobs are so big, how come you don't never wear cleavage out? Oh, I'm not that type of girl. I like wearing turtlenecks in July.
It's ridiculous. That is very funny, baby. Essels has a good question. He says, what happened to smashing before the trip so you don't have to ask prior to buying the ticket?
Facts. A lot of these dudes be leading with money to try and smash in an extravagant location, not realizing that that's a 50-50 crapshoot. Talking about, hey, yeah, I'll just take her to an island and she'll give it up on the island. Nah, if she ain't giving it up in the back of that car on a random freeway or side street, she's definitely not giving it up when you take her across that border or across that water.
How many back of the car on the side street experiences have you had, baby?
I've been a long time.
Okay, that answers my question. I've been putting it off, but I guess I will show you the pictures now. You let me know what you think. Latasha says a word.
You kind of honest, because I forgot about the pictures.
Yeah, I'm very honest.
You're kind of honest.
Jordan Taylor says, CT has me cracking up. And CT's been Joe Tay has been supporting CT on his other podcast as well.
Joe Tay.
This is the most recent one.
First of all, why does she look like a pony in the face?
Okay. That's because
that was rude.
No, I think it's because the
was that not spot on?
No, listen, the doll, the My Little Pony toy
has My Little Pony.
That little doll has all the same colors that are in her wig. And I think that's why you thought about that. That's the same hair.
This woman, this is the filter, number one.
Yes, I said
number two, there's no way she is not extremely darker than when this filter is off.
I said that too.
Go to number 2. Also, let me give her a compliment. It's a fire wig. Like, it's a great done job if you're filming a music video or if you're taking pictures. But to walk around regular life, trash. But great job.
Same
this is the same girl with her natural hair though.
No, that's not natural. It's just a different.
Different wig.
Different color wig.
Cool body, nice, okay cheeks. She got just enough cheeks for her to take this picture.
This is the one where she's on her stomach, and the camera is seeing her
butt.
And this is another one, a girl.
That's the same one?
Different girl.
Oh. Yeah, she don't look like she'd give you $2 if you missing if you not trying to break a 5. She looked like a unicorn.
That description is crazy because we'll be out somewhere and you will pay for a very expensive dinner or a nice treat, and then we'll get to valet and he won't have the change for valet, and then I'll be like, I got it, baby, and I'll pull out the change.
Yo, let me tell you something. You ever been to the grocery store and you got $2.50, but it's $2.53, and you got that, and you got $5, and you be like, man, I don't want to break this 5. Hey, do you have like 3 cents on you? You a man, you got it. Oh, she looked like that.
That's how she looked.
Yeah.
But what about her? Her face is pretty?
Here's the thing. Without all that makeup, she got a cute face. She got some nice chocolate skin underneath all of that paint. I can see that. But she also is a lot darker than that filter. She ain't got no breasts.
And this is how I knew
She
I was
got that
right.
punch in that stomach.
I knew I was right when I saw that the tattoos were all around her stomach. I was like, oh yeah, she's got people to feed. So she's not going to be tripping in. And you could probably choose different women.
That's a chick that you take to Denny's, and she bet not go past that 2468.
She can't get the chicken dinner.
You'd be like, all right, here we go over here. She'd be like, yeah, let me get the country fried steak.
Flip the page.
2468. Let's get it to go now. Let's go.
Get it to go so you can get back to the house and smash.
Get it to go. We're not going to the house. You don't bring her to the house.
Her house.
You don't go over her house. She got roaches.
So you take her to the side street in the back seat.
Yeah, and not my car. She got them bugs. Let's get in the back of your car.
Where the bugs live.
And I'm out of here.
Oh my
Shake my
goodness.
clothes.
This is my husband, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just telling you how the streets work.
Thank you for that lesson.
Yeah.
Autumn Reed, they take her on a trip to get her out of her comfort zone, away from her support base, and or away from anyone who would tell her to say no. That's true.
That's very manipulative.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, when you go on a romantic trip, you want to smash. So it might not, the guy that took you all of a sudden starts looking better because you are in these really crystal clear waters and the weather is warm and y'all might have done an excursion and just
ain't no phones being used.
Yeah, you're not looking at it. You're not swiping through. Your attention is right here on this moment, this person. And a lot of people say if it happens out of town, it didn't happen.
That's ridiculous. I've never been on a trip with anybody but you. I went on a date with this girl. This is before I moved to LA. This is how I knew that I was a wild guy. She was like, hey, I want to go to this play. And she took me to a play downtown Detroit. And when we get in there, I didn't realize she wasn't somebody that I didn't want to be seen with. And it was because, one, she had this old lady's perfume that she would wear. And I hate the smell of old lady perfume, bro. Unless you're an old lady. Then it's like, hey, what's up, auntie or grandma? You get them a hug. You're like, so good to see you. But like when you're a young girl with old lady perfume, it's bad. Anyway, we get inside and I see so many bad chicks in this play. So I'm like, I'm over here with her and the streets need me. Right? So at the end of the play,
who says that?
At the end of the play, this one girl that I used to date was there. And she looked like she was with some dude. And I couldn't get to her fast enough just to be like, hey, how you been? Right? And she was like, oh my God, hey. And we hugged. And I was like, yo, we gotta talk. She was like, yeah, hit me. I was like, cool. And I go back over to the one that brought me. And I was just like,
the way he said it.
Let's get out of here. And that was the last time I ever talked to her. But I say that to say, I can't imagine, this is for both sides. I can't imagine taking somebody on a trip that I'm not attracted to. 2, I can't imagine being taken on a trip by somebody that I'm not attracted to. 3, can't imagine going on a trip with somebody that I'm not attracted to.
Women have done it because, again, we're not always attracted to looks. We're attracted to power, confidence, possessions, money. So different things can get us on that trip. And we'll take one for the team. We've had this patient brother waiting to come in for such a long time. So let's welcome Joe. What up?
Hey.
Daddy X. Still producing product.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about babies. What's
Still
up?
producing product.
Hey guys, I know this is a weird angle, but I don't know if you saw in the comment in there. I declared a shirt war on CT real quick. So
Okay.
shirts fly, shirts fly. Love it, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Woo, beautiful.
Is that a whale shirt?
Shark.
It's a shark,
Shark.
baby.
I ain't got glasses
It
though.
looks vicious too. Oh no, it's cute actually. It's adorable. I love it. Shirt war, shirt war.
I see you, brother.
There we
Ladies
go.
and gentlemen, if you don't know, his real name is Domingo Tripp, also known as Guillaume Tripp. He's in Hawaii, so of course he's got this water-based shirt on for the shirt wars against CT.
Here's the thing, brother. I don't bother nobody. I try to mind my business. I do my little jokes. I make my little videos. I do my little podcast. You just challenged me.
Yeah, he did.
So that means
Yeah, he did.
next week, I hope you got another one.
Oh,
Hey.
he does.
I
He
hope you got
does.
another one.
All
We
right,
can go a
let's sing
couple of
it.
rounds. We can go a couple of rounds. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
week, shirt wars. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark. Okay, what do you want to tell us about relationships, sir?
That they're great. Um, yeah, they're great. And
Okay.
um, sometimes you don't want to be in them, but you're stuck, so you just got to deal with it. You know.
Is that you, Adam? How you feel? That's great though.
No, I'm looking at you like, did he just say stuck? That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
you always be like, look, I'm gonna leave. That's it. This is over. I'm gonna leave. And they say, you think you're leaving, what I mean, but you're not gonna leave the way you think you're gonna leave. It kind of makes you think a little bit.
Let
You
me tell you
know.
something. Some years back, I thought I was out. I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm done. And then she drove me right back in.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know where you thought she was going. Sir, you said you
It's-
had some tea for us.
oh
Can you
yes, I
serve the
do.
tea?
Man, it's so okay, right? This little thing that was been going on with me has kind of turned into something, and it's turned into something else. Remember when I told you I'm fired, but I'm not?
How could we forget that?
Yes. If you're just tuning in, 2 episodes ago, he posted something that his job didn't like and they suspended him. Kinda. Continue.
Yeah. So apparently they called me in for some type of understanding and agreement. And
Mm-hmm.
pretty much the same thing that I offered the first time is what I stuck to. I'll just put the videos to private, and I'll re-drop them out, when I make the proper changes to them so that it doesn't conflict with work. Um, Come to find out, when I was suspended with pay. And I've never been
Oh,
suspended with pay. I don't know. So automatically I'm like, okay, so I'm on the right track somewhere. Something's happening, something right. I'm doing something right because I mean, you're going to pay some,
nice.
you know, and you know, I start tomorrow. I go back tomorrow, and
Congratulations.
He don't want to go back, baby. He was making
I
money
was
without paying you.
free. I was free.
He was suspended with pay.
So
I
what
was
if,
so
what if the
free.
first check hit your account? You were like, okay.
Well, no, they told me if I didn't come in for this meeting, that they would tell me how they're going to give me the rest of my money. And I was like, wait, I already got my last check. You don't owe me anything. He was like, oh no, you're suspended with pay. We're still paying you. I was like, no, I don't want that. You guys keep that. I no, don't do that because you're going to make. Because I'm thinking this is the cutoff. We're done. I'm moving on. If you're going to pay me and then still try to resolve something, I have to be a man and at least sit there, listen, respond, and see what can come of it. And my biggest thing is it's not even about the money, the position, or nothing anymore. It's just the team. Right now my team is so undermanned, and the hiring is pretty much in a freeze that, 2 shifts are forced to work 3 shifts. I
Mm,
mean, just because I'm not in place. I don't
mm.
want to be the reason for that, kind of stress on
Oh,
somebody.
you care.
Yeah, I do. They better know I love them. They better know I do. They better.
Mhm.
We're
Somebody
gonna
owes
find
me
out
some
tomorrow.
cookies and some cereal.
That's big, man. Congratulations.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
you
mean,
didn't lose any money.
I've never been suspended with pay for nothing. I don't know what that was.
That
They was
means
like,
that they knew they shouldn't have, but they're like, we got to do something to show our power.
yeah,
But yeah, so be careful what you post. Be
yeah.
willing to
Well,
stand by it or delete it.
got you. Well, my thing is, I know they just don't want nothing in a work shirt or on the work premises. So I mean, I got a new shirt in. It's a whole different color. You know what I mean? I just got to just work that whole little thing out. It's just gonna be weird changing shirts between breaks and stuff to go
Sir,
outside.
did you do the video in your work clothes?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
I had a prop shirt, but the prop shirt was an old work shirt.
So that's a yes.
No, 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 no. It didn't say Hawaii Convention Center. That was gone. There was none of that. Nothing was there.
But
I was really,
they knew what it was.
I was riding a curve. I was riding a curve. I can admit that. I was really, I mean, I was Silver Surfer all day. I was.
That's
Oh,
accountability.
my goodness.
I appreciate
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah.
grief. We love you. Thank you for sponsoring the show. I'm glad that you didn't lose any money. And
Yeah.
your shirt is great.
Thank you, thank you. And she's getting bigger too, by the way. Hopefully soon she'll be joining me. She should be going on her third trimester, and that's when she does half days. So that should be coming up probably within the next month, if not half a month.
Excellent. Congrats again. You
Thank
guys
you
are
very much.
amazing parents.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm
Yay.
jealous of your hair, CT. I'm so jealous
Appreciate
of it. I know I got my little conditioner all up in here right now, trying to get ready. Because, I haven't done my hair in a week, because I didn't have to. But now,
I didn't have to.
Oh, we adore you.
Always a pleasure, bro.
And Tanj, you are beautiful as always. I swear to God, CT, don't ever lose that flower, okay?
Mwah. Thank you very much,
No,
guys.
no
adore
problem. You guys have a great day. Love y'all.
We love
back,
you
man.
too. Jigga
Got
J,
it.
come
Sure.
back. Come back. Tanj, what's up? Still Team Rain all day. CT, what it do, brother? I miss you guys. What's up, King Sniz? He was big in the Tangereen's Top Talent
All right, we gotta go.
pandemic side. Oh yeah, tonight we are going to a special event for Mara Brock Akil. Do you guys know who she is? She was the showrunner behind shows like Girlfriends, Love Is,
Girlfriends,
Being
they're
Married.
too thick and thin. My girlfriend.
Being Mary Jane, and the new show Forever, I believe on Netflix.
Forever. I wonder if Chris Brown sang that in his 1,000-song concert.
Yeah, I heard his concert is like 3 hours, and it's worth every
People be
second
like,
of it.
Hey man, we out, but that was good, my boy.
I think is it better to leave them wanting more?
Yes, you always want to leave them wanting more.
All right.
You don't ever want to give them everything, but like that's it, everybody.
All
Leave
right.
them one more. Make them be like, man, he ain't do this song or do that song. He's doing songs. They're like, all right, fam. God, you're good. I got to work in the morning.
Our best friend BT stayed in Florida extra days to see the Chris Brown concert, and
BT groupie.
all right, we're gonna play the outro song. Betty, where are you performing this weekend?
I'll be Omaha.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, smile one more time because you look adorable. I love it. That's the screenshot.
Yeah,
Somebody
take care,
grab
man.
that for me. Bye.
Always a pleasure. W pleasure, W fun.